Legend has it that Todeston Manor was built in the middle of nowhere, a solitary structure surrounded only by the whispering winds of fate. Deep in the fog-swamped countryside, a story lingered like a chilling mist that couldn't be shaken off. It began one chilly autumn evening when Clara, a young historian with an insatiable curiosity for the obscure, found herself standing before the imposing wooden doors of the manor. She had heard tales, but nothing could prepare her for the truth hidden within. As she stepped inside, the heavy door creaked, as if groaning under the weight of history itself. The interior was eerily still, yet it felt as if the very walls were watching her every move, studying her as she wandered deeper into the forgotten corridors. Whispers, faint yet persistent, seemed to drift through the air, carried on drafts that came from nowhere, but touched everything. Clara felt pulled by an unseen force, leading her to the grand staircase, each step echoing like a ghostly footstep of the past. But was it the past that called out, or something unwilling to move forward? As she ascended, a sudden chill traced its fingers down her spine. Clara paused mid-step, her eyes drawn to a portrait hanging on the wall. The painting depicted a family, their eyes eerily alive, watching her with unnerving intensity. Clara was struck by the uncanny familiarity in their eyes, but she could not place why they echoed in her mind. Her hand reached instinctively for the portrait's frame, tipping it slightly to reveal a hidden alcove. Inside lay an old journal, dusty and fragile, the pages yellowed by time and stories untold. With a rush of excitement, she opened the journal, its entries transforming the echoes of the manor into vivid tales. It spoke of a curse, a desperate pact made by the family's matriarch to stave off death, but in doing so, binding herself and her descendants to the house for all time. A name leapt off the page: Isadora, the matriarch who had offered everything, yet gained nothing but eternal imprisonment within the stone walls of her own home. Therefore, this was why the air felt heavy with desperation, why Clara felt inexplicably drawn here. The further she read, the more a single question plagued her thoughts. What fate awaited those who dared uncover what was meant to remain hidden? Just then, a sudden gust swept through the corridors, extinguishing the candles Clara had lit. Taken by surprise, she dropped the journal. A sudden movement within the darkness caught her eye. The silhouette of a woman, casting no shadow, drifted along the hallway. Clara, frozen in fear and fascination, could see that she was dressed in attire reminiscent of a bygone era, her lips silently forming words Clara could not hear. Was it Isadora herself, trapped between life and death, now beckoning her to finish what she had started? Yet the strangest thing lay ahead. Another door, previously unseen, as old as the house itself. Drawn inexorably towards it, Clara felt the weight of years behind her, urging her to turn back. As she reached for the handle, the whispers crescendoed into a cacophony of murmured warnings, pleading against her inevitable choice. But driven by an unwavering resolve, she turned the handle. The door opened, not just into a room of dust and shadows, but into a past that would not sleep. She found herself in a dilapidated chamber where time held little sway.